Dat Dere dating game. Welcome back, everybody. Yeah, nice. We have a special episode coming for you tonight. We're going to see who Miss Prizzy wants to go home with and what they're talking about, where they're taking her, what they're eating, and more. Stay tuned.
Okay, contestant number 1. If you were to buy me some flowers, what would it be?
Huh?
Contestant number 2. Are you rocking with Henny or Patron?
You already know that, yak, so I can break your back.
Contestant number 3. If you were to take me to a fancy restaurant, what would you order for me?
A McLaren.
Contestant number 1. If you were to take me on a romantic vacation, where would it be?
We going to Jamaica, because I like to smoke.
Contestant number 2. What's your yearly salary?
What's your phone number? It's about the same.
Contestant number 3. How much are you getting back on your taxes?
What are taxes?
Contestant number 1. If we're to go out on a date, where are you going to take me?
The dispensary.
Contestant number 2. If you're picking me up for our date, what are you pulling up in?
I'm pulling up in that bumblebee because I can transform you.
Contestant number 3. If we were stranded on a desert island, how would you protect me?
So as you've seen, we have 3 contestants that are hoping to get lucky with Miss Prizzy. They're back here waiting behind the curtain. But for now, let's bring out Miss Prizzy, everybody. Yeah! How you doing, Miss Prizzy? Welcome to Dat Dere dating game. So how's it been?
It's been okay. Interesting.
Interesting? Well, that's awesome. I mean, I've got to meet the guys, and I could say interesting at the least, right? Yeah, interesting at the least for sure. Well, after all that, all the questions, all the answers, everything that you guys have discussed tonight, which one of those lucky contestants is going to go home with you?
Well, I was wondering what you doing later.
Me? Shit, cut this shit, dude.
Get the fuck out of here. Let's
Go, bitch.
Hey.
We back, bitch.
What's up? What going on?
It's Manny Boy spitting,
And I'm Benzo.
and this is
Dat Dere Show.
Wasn't bad enough the man stung me. He gonna go over here laughing at me. Cocksucker.
How you been? What you been saying?
I ain't been doing much, man.
Uh-huh.
I ain't been saying nothing. Chilling out. What, Manny? People dropping.
Oh, they dropped.
People dropping right off their feet.
Yeah,
What's going on with this coronavirus shit?
man. All I know is the people that I see in general public is masked up. I
Yeah,
saw something
they
going
masked up.
on. Like, then
They might stop
then
like it's SARS.
like SARS.
It must be worse. It got to be worse. And people
it's
fucking
bad.
dropping like flies and
It's
shit.
bad. It's bad. They got one confirmed case here in Vancouver. There was another confirmed case, and I think it was
Seattle?
Ottawa or Montreal.
Yeah,
and
Ottawa I
then-
seen
and
today.
then I believe there was one in Seattle as well. So, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
These are not facts, but
I seen a video on YouTube of someone, I think they were in Asia, China or something somewhere, and they were just standing there outside, and the next thing you know, they just face first.
oh,
It's like
fuck.
I said, shit, it's like a zombie apocalypse out in this
Man,
motherfucker.
They
When
know
I
what's going on.
when I first seen what it was called, and I first seen it called the coronavirus, I was
Yeah.
like, shit, that sound like something I had last weekend. The coronavirus, I done had plenty of those.
Too many of those.
I mean, I've been off the beer for months now, but when I was on it, I had mad coronaviruses weekends. All kinds. I do like a Mexican bulldog, though. That has a corona in it. That's the only time I'll drink beer now.
What is that?
A Mexican bulldog? I think it's like Gucci. What is that? It's like a tequila? Yeah. It's a margarita with an upside down bottle of Corona.
I can't fuck with them kind of drinks.
It's amazing. I got to make sure you get one. What in
the world? What? Yo, what is that? Yo. Yo. He with you?
Hell no, what the fuck is this?
Nigga, what the fuck
He
is
with
you?
you?
Hold on, I'm gonna show you the backpack I need. What's that?
Yo.
No,
Y'all with him? Y'all good? You good?
no, I'm good, bro. Where's the guy? Bro, y'all seen the guy that just dropped me off?
Keep that bag real fast. Where you going, bro?
Yo, he with you? Yo. He with you?
No, come on. No, keep helping.
Yo. Yo, he's not with y'all?
Music review.
Hey.
Oh.
Music review.
Oh.
Music review.
Oh.
Hey, music review.
Yeah. Yo Gotti dropped that Untrapped.
That's what you're gonna talk about?
Yeah, that Untrapped.
Tell us about it. I didn't hear it.
Man, he just dropped that shit. I've been waiting for that shit for like a year now. He finally dropped it. Couple songs on there that are fire. Couple songs I already heard and shit. Stando song on there is a song with him and Meg Thee Stallion and Lil Uzi.
Ooh, Meg Thee Stallion.
Yeah, and
Big
Lil
old
Uzi.
freak. I fucks with Meg.
I fuck with Meg.
I don't really fuck with Little Uzi because he came out sucking on that popsicle
Yeah.
like that time
But I
in
don't
that
like-
video.
I didn't like him for just because he had that kind of that voice. I didn't like his voice.
Yeah.
But he on this track, and honestly, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of his now. I went back and checked out some of these shit just because of his verse that he spit on this track. Then he dropped the video for the song, and the shit was fire.
Okay.
But yeah, he put up a couple songs on there. Trapped, Know Your Worth, another banger. Then another one called Ho, Heaven on Earth.
That sounds like something I would like.
It's a funny one. He sampled that old, I think it's an old Master P, No Limit shit. No,
you know I'm a hoe. That's Ice Cube, eh? That's off the Players Club soundtrack. That's Players Club. I'm a hoe. You know I'm a hoe.
So that was a nice one too. If you think
like
you check
that.
it out?
Yeah, man. Drinks up. Drinks up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. I like Yo Gotti anyway, so y'all make sure you go check that out. Go check out Yo Gotti.
Untrapped.
Yes. Check out that new Jada Kiss. Hey.
Yeah, I drip sauce. I'm a big boss. Nigga get lost. Making that pack jump. Trap with a big pump. Smoking a big blunt. I'm puffing a Donald Trump. That bitch on a manhunt.
Yeah, we got a special interview for you guys today. Yeah, that I mean, you guys are gonna love this one. We're gonna get turned up in here. We got the homie Heatwave and Axel Muco up in this bitch. What?
There's a couple questions for you. How'd you come up with the name Heatwave?
Well, that's a cool story. Pretty much before Heatwave, I had different names, you know. My government name is Emmanuel. So I used to call myself Little E when everybody used to call me Little E and shit. I was like short little kid running around and shit. And then I moved to Boston, Massachusetts when I was 14. And then I was out there in the summertime. I was always playing basketball. That's what I used to love to do, play ball. And I could rap too, but I never took it serious and shit. I just like fucked around. And every night before I go to sleep, I would write a verse or two. And then the next morning when I go play basketball, I go walk to the court to my homie in Boston. He was always like, yo, man. Like, I would spit a verse, and after that, every day he would want me to spit a new verse. So every night before I go to sleep, I would write a verse or two. And I spit it in the mirror, and I practice my shit, you know, like 100 times to memorize it. After 7 days, I got 7 verses. After 14 days, I have 14 verses memorized. After 30 days, I have 30 verses memorized. To the point, I'm writing 2 verses a night. Older brother had a homie, so he's like, heard this little boy could rap. So that's back in the days when they had like Napster and shit. So niggas
Napster.
Niggas had all that.
That's how we were burning all our CDs back in the day.
100. So niggas had goddamn instrumentals, G-Dab, all those whatever instrumentals, Prodigy, whatever. I was in the East Coast, so it was super East Coast instrumentals, Beanie Siegel, whatever. So they're like, all right, rap. And I'm in a room like this with like fucking like 8 hoodlums in Waltham, Prospect Hill projects. Niggas play the beat. I don't even know these OGs. I'm 14. These kids are like fucking, I don't know, 19 and shit. And I spit my first shit, but it's like, damn. So they're like, okay, they play me another beat. Kill it. Play me another beat. Mind you, I have 60 verses memorized.
Damn. So you were ready
So
to
I
go.
rapped for 2 hours. They're like, stop. We've seen enough.
Yeah, you were
This
ready
kid's
to
from
go.
Canada's the truth. So they call me Kid Canada still. Anyways, I'm still living in Boston. And mind you, every day I'm playing ball. It's summertime. You know, battles kick off. You know what I'm saying? So people want me to rap and shit. So I'm there with all my guys are hyping me up. Like I'm the next great hype. I got to battle somebody who's like 22 in the battle scene. I'm 14. So mind you, I'm 5'4", battling somebody 6'2", tear him up in front of everybody. And the way, and he was so good. So by the time it goes to the 12th round,
You already had him beat.
everybody's rooting for me because I'm a little kid at this
Yeah,
party
yeah.
going against this guy, and I can rap, and I'm talking shit. I knew these battles would happen. So when I was at home, I would be fucking writing like 5 verses that I would memorize just for girls if I battled a girl, right? I would write 5 verses if I battled a white boy. I write 5 verses and I would just battle somebody older. So I had these things in the library. Remember, I'm not smoking
That's some
weed.
smart-ass
I haven't
shit.
smoked weed in my life yet.
Nobody
Haven't
could fuck
drank.
with you.
I'm a little nerd, data, soak up information monster at this age. I'm just like, I can imitate, I can do everything. You know, your voice, I can do everything. So now I have so many rounds. So I'm just slaughtering people in this heat in the summer in Boston, tearing you up.
Yeah.
To the point where it's like, this kid's hot. This kid's heat. No, this kid's a heat wave.
The heck, port?
Make it that pack jump, make it that block jump, make it that trap jump, make your hood jump, just like Chris Kraus. Yeah, I drip sauce, I'm a big boss, nigga get lost. Make it that pack jump, make it that trap jump, make your block jump, make your hood jump.
I've touched so many neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right on.
Lesotho, South Africa is where I was born, but by blood I'm from Uganda, and I got lots of roots and heavy shit going on in Uganda. You know, culture I come from is that once you turn 10 years old, you're a grown man. In my culture, you know what I'm saying? And if you're a girl, you got to stay at home. You know what I'm saying? You can't run around. So I was already programmed to go get it. Basketball and traveling, AAU. I lived in New York. I lived in Boston. I lived in Toronto. I lived in Vancouver. I lived in Uganda. I got people everywhere, you know, and I still travel, right? Like a motherfucker. I got people in Atlanta. I lived in Atlanta.
What's your favorite spot to do a show? What city?
It depends what I want, right? Because sometimes I love crowd appreciation, like when like a crowd's really responsive, right?
Yeah.
But I also
really
like a
dig
tough
that.
crowd where you have to earn it, you know?
Yeah.
And when they're like, you know, so it's like a tough crowd for me is like South by Southwest. I played Texas South by Southwest, and you got a whole bunch of rappers from every city in the crowd, and they think they're the shit.
Yeah.
And you gotta earn it out. And
gotta earn
I
it.
like
You
that
gotta
because,
earn
you know, it might take you 15 minutes to earn that one, you know, rather than earning in the first 3 minutes in the normal city, you know, like where they give it up for you right away compared to like, they're like, gotta respect that nigga. He, you know, he didn't break a sweat, and we been me mugging him for 4 songs, like, you know, like, and that shit's hard. That one song hard.
So that being said, I know we spoke a little about this earlier when you were just young doing battle raps and stuff, but how long have you actually been doing music?
I wanted to do sports, but because it was so around me, my sister's playing all that shit. My older sisters,
I can attest to that,
just
bro.
around me. Whitney
I know
Houston,
how
it
that
was just
is.
all around me. It's a black family. So
You
if you
heard
come
him.
on my spot, you look, you be like, okay, now I understand Heatwave. When you see 100 of my uncles and they're all serious.
Yeah.
And you come to my family, you'll see what time it is. And when they see this interview, they're gonna be so proud I'm talking about them properly. You know, because that's what's really going on.
And
on
shout
my
out
side.
to them.
That's my
I hope
perspective.
to get to Africa one day.
Oh, you have to. They can't wait to see you.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna go down at some point. So I'm gonna introduce a young cat to you guys right now that just blew my fucking mind. I went in my homegirl hooked me up with a link. Shout out to Miss Holiday. She's like she could get me some studio time, and she hooked me up with Axel Muco. and I went over there and fucking did some shit with him. And this young cat is crazy. I want to get you to introduce yourself. Tell him where you from.
Well, I go by the name of Axel Muco, and I'm from Edmonton, Alberta, but I'm born in Africa, Burundi, east of Africa.
Man, we did a track last night, and I think we're
yeah,
gonna blow their mind.
Yeah, that one was super
I think we're
fire.
gonna
I
blow
can't wait
their
for that one to
mind.
come out.
Shout out to Red Rum the Don. He made this beat for me.
How'd you meet the big homie Heatwave?
It's a very funny story. Well, I was in Edmonton at that time. I was finishing a couple courses, and I guess Heatwave heard some of my songs through a friend of mine, a mutual friend, and Heatwave had some plans to do some music, some R&B music at that time, and he was looking for, I guess, the sound I'm making at that time. And through hearing that, he hits me up and he tells me, "Hey, do you want to come out here and do a little 1-2 with me, a little couple songs with me?" And I was like, "Yeah, let me just, finish some of my courses."
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you got mom and dad, like he said. My
Of
parents
course.
are African, and it's very, it's very, very strict. So education is a very big thing for us. So
Right on.
so I had to really go and finish that. And long story short, he actually stuck to his promise, and he brings me out here to Vancouver, and we do a couple tracks. And out of that, I guess he was also building a studio. So through that, he just tells me, "Hey, do you want to just, I guess you're really good at mixing, and do you want to just be the engineer here?" And that's how I ended up staying here.
That's what's up. And shout out to Heatwave for
Yeah,
taking you
shout out
under
to
his
Heat.
wing and
Yeah.
getting all of this together, because you definitely know what you're doing, bro.
We got a documentary slash a feature film that's coming out in a few months called Dream Big.
Boom. We drove from Vancouver all the way to our first show, which was in Montreal.
They use a fan, shawty like acting like a bank. Man, your back up to your man, shawty back up to your man, shawty.
It's just about a whole bunch of kids, going through the ups and downs, feeling every single emotion, eating on the road, sleeping in hotels, sleeping on the ground, stuffed in a car, driving 55 hours, city to city, just learning and becoming a unit and getting better at our craft and going out of our comfort zone and then getting back home safe and filming it all and seeing what we did.
Very, very respectable. Yeah, we could sit here and listen to you talk all day, bro. you spitting some good game. If one person know anything about game, it's me. And I could sit here and soak all that shit up for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's Heatwave and Axel Muco right here on Dat Dere Show, baby. Y'all check them out. You heard it here first.
Thank you.
Movie review.
Yay! So,
What we got on deck?
I got one for you. It been out for a while. You might have seen it. I don't know, but I watched it, so we're gonna chat it up.
What's it called?
It's called What Men Want with Taraji P. Henson. It just got me thinking. Because the idea behind the movie is like, it used to be a movie called What Women Want, and this dude could hear everything going on in the women's brains, right? So now it's reversed. Now she can hear everything going on in the men's brain. I was thinking to myself, like, damn, would I want to be able to hear everything going on in someone else's brain? Yeah.
That'd be fucked up.
That'd be real fucked up. Cause just say I'm walking by somebody, do 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 do, and you hear the thoughts, and you hear someone else's thoughts, and they talking shit about you. Look at this. Like, just imagine if it was me. It'd be, look at this bitch. What she think she doing? Why she dressed like that? Yada yada yada.
Who the fuck is
Man,
that?
you know how many people I would have to punch in the face in a day?
See, that's why I wouldn't want it.
I wouldn't want to hear no one else's thoughts.
That's why I wouldn't want that power.
Until you come across somebody with some good thoughts.
Yeah, the
And
good
so
thoughts.
if I walking by someone, they were like, fuck, that girl. Yeah, first you walking by them, and they're like, damn, that girl some sexy, something. I want to give her some money.
Mad day. Who that?
I want to give her some money, right? I want to fix her up. I want to add to her life.
Huh? That'd be work. That would work.
Man, I'll walk up to that person like, how you doing today? Christ, you fine.
How you doing today?
What's going on with you? All right, so first of all, before we get into it, can we just talk about Taraji P. Henson? Like, she is beautiful. Man, you ever see Empire?
Yeah, I watched a few episodes.
Man, Cookie. Man, I want Bite. Give me Bite. Give me bite. Cookie, give me bite. Yeah, so anyway, she was trying to get to partner or something. She was thinking she was going to get this promotion and all this shit. She didn't end up getting it. She thought it was because she was a black woman. She's in the board office with all men and shit, right?
Yeah.
So then she goes to this psychic. She ends up being able to hear what men are thinking. That's what it's called,
shit.
what men want. The psychic puts some kind of spell on her so that she can hear everything that these men are thinking and shit. So then she goes back to work, and now she's using it to her advantage and shit like that, right? Her most memorable role for me in a movie was Baby Boy.
Yeah, that was the one.
Yeah, that was the one.
That was the one.
Oh, I love you. I hate you. I hate you. Oh, I love you. I love you. Yeah, but children, cover your ears, because now we're going to talk about a sex scene. Fuck, she was riding Buddy. She had Buddy face smushed. Yeah, so anyway, Buddy that she was smushing his face down and juicing very aggressively. Now she wanna have a family and stuff with his little kid. And someone said, what does juicing mean? I.e., getting the good stuff.
I.e.
Sexual good stuff.
Sexual intercourse.
Scotian talk, juicing is when you're doing this motion.
Juicy.
Or ram.
Juicy.
Or riding. Anyway,
Person that she would juicing aggressively.
Yeah.
she wants to be with him. They want to, do the family thing and all this yada yada yada. So I don't even know if I want to tell you guys. I don't want to tell you guys the end of the movie because I don't want to give it a spoil for you guys.
Don't spoil it.
I'm buzzed up now anyway, so it's done. I ain't got nothing else to say. You gonna watch the movie?
Spliffs up.
Bliffs up. Bliffs up.
Bliffs up.
What men want? Taraji. Hi, Cookie. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that damn show. It's Blue Tea, bitch. It is what it is, and that's how it's gonna be.
And that's what it is. I'm Manny Boy Spittin'.
And I'm Benzo, so we drunk now. See you fella later. Have a good night.
Check us on YouTube at Dat Dere Show, on Instagram at Dat Dere Show. This is Dat Dere Show.
Hey.
Homie, just be honest if you want it, we